Hey, you two, straights, you're going, and you're gonna be in swimsuits. I don't want to hear.
Plenty. I'm going. It's on a Sunday. It's my day off. I plan to.
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't want to hear no griping, no complaining about swimsuits. I'm the only one who gets to complain about swimsuits at the river. Until you take enough E and look like me, you don't get to complain.
Unless you're on the swim team, I think I know.
But also, I don't get Sunday off.
Well, that's why we give a month's notice.
Can't you put in a request for day off?
I think I can.
And worst case scenario, let's say your boss just didn't listen to you. You can also trade shifts with somebody.
But also, I think I just got suspended. Something.
Why?
Did you yell at somebody again? Did you yell at your supervisor again?
No. Okay, I may have lost my temper again.
That's the third time. I'm
Lost
not gonna lie,
your
that's a pattern.
temper. Wait, what? What's been going on?
He's been yelling at his supervisor, and last I report, he did it twice.
I despise this job.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's a pretty shit job.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But it's the only one I have right now, so I kind of need to keep it. But so far,
That's usually how that works.
yeah. But if I keep yelling at people who are like, "Hey, we're out of chicken," and I'm like, "Hey, the stuff it's still on the fucking grill. Give me a second." And well, I may have yelled at the wrong person.
Oops.
Valid. However, now we're gonna do escapism.
Yay.
So you're gonna get away from thinking about that. So, what did we do last time, gamers? And not Jen, because I know she took notes. I want to hear from one of you fucks. I also don't know if Jen took notes.
Quentin, go.
What did we do
I love
last
that.
time? Certainly anything but shoot a gun.
That is true. I did keep track of that. Did not shoot a gun.
Didn't we shoot many guns?
Maybe you did.
Quentin didn't.
You didn't shoot it once.
Or not Quinn's character. What is Quinn's character's name? It's called like.
Trevi. Trevi.
Trevi.
Which is no name for a grown man.
Yeah, sounds like an NB name.
Ugh.
Listen.
Look, we're like hula hoops. I...
Mm.
Sorry, I went on a date. I went on a date to two MBs, and neither of them had actual names. They were together. I went to their house. One of them was X, and the other one was L. And I'm like, you why am I in alphabet soup right now?
Well, despite your NB phobia, this is going to be funny for me later, actually, in this session.
Great.
Oh.
You'll understand why this is funny to me later on.
Again, you didn't ask them why the hell do you have robot names?
Right? I should have. I was trying to be polite.
If you're gonna go with
You were
a
trying to
letter
be?
with a name, you should go all the way and go with like a number 2, so that way you could be like R2, ARRTOO.
Oh.
Maybe you're just, maybe you're too bug brain.
Well,
That's it.
Me? I didn't name myself a letter.
Hold on, everybody. Off track. No. We were just talking about what happened last session. It was session
All right.
1. Y'all can't have been lost on the plot.
Right. We woke up in a vault.
And then
Someone
we
else go,
escaped.
please. And
I've been
then we-
specifically
How?
told that my contributions don't count.
No, they count. It's just that I want the others to make sure they were paying attention. And I'm finding out that they didn't pay
Oh,
jack
yeah.
shit attention.
I paid attention.
Then talk!
I was told to quit. Zach told Quinn to talk, and he didn't talk, so I guess I'll go.
I did talk.
You,
And then I got rudely interrupted.
you spoke. He didn't talk.
What the?
All the bottoms. Ethan, go. I want to hear you.
So we all woke up here in the cage over some weird arena, Oblivion style ass talk, like we were in the arena. We all woke up confused as hell. We didn't necessarily know why we were doing there. I forgot the characters' names, but I remember the plot. Meemaw
Good enough.
and Bill first started talking to each other because those two were the first to awake. We had a quiet greaser in the back who was trying to look at his pipe pistol, didn't realize how to use it. And we got me, who didn't introduce herself yet, and just started to
Princess.
You guys just gave me that title, and just tried to unlock the door. But as I did, arena started. We fought off some grasshoppers that we annihilated because I'm pretty sure no one dealt damage, or the grasshoppers didn't deal damage.
No.
After the fight, there were some settlers. I'm gonna call them settlers who didn't fight back, and there was this crazy kid who likes to swing bats at people. She had quite a character to him. But had two people who doesn't know how to speak. Old guy probably already died down there. It was a terminal. Turns out the cool greaser head knew how to work a computer. Took us up the elevator. Turns out it was some kind of vault. The vault was more experimented wise for arenas and school and such. They tried to neutralize us with a android that I shot firsthand, like beginning of the round. And turns out the voice guy was a big ass brain that Meemaw and I think Bill decided to pull out. I'm pretty sure
y'all have that in your inventory, and I don't think you've made I don't think you've made margaritas out of it yet.
I think they plan to make him margaritas about it.
Brain jelly.
Brain jelly.
And then
Ah,
that
cool.
also turned off the powers and turned out the emergency generators in the vault. And it came down the elevator, and we just went in the elevator and came back up. And that's where we left off.
Cool. All right, I think that was a pretty good summary, and I just want to say, Jen, you contribute a lot, and it's wonderful. I just wanted to make sure the boys were paying attention.
Well, apparently we weren't because there was a critical detail missing.
Continue, please.
The child didn't just swing a bat at people, honey. They were hitting men in the balls. That is all.
That is true. That is so true.
And attempting to hit women in the balls.
Did try to hit me on the balls, and it did not work.
She was asphyxiated with balls.
Listen, 50% of the time works every time.
Now, before we begin, I remember last session you said you are including hunger and thirst. Has it been an hour yet?
What?
Has it been an hour?
Oh, are you following the rules as is?
That's what we're doing.
For food and consumption, I was just gonna do vibes. I was just basically gonna do a day's. So okay, let me explain this out again, so that way you understand. I want the food to be more oriented around travel or travel, if you will. So you're going to be dealing with that coming up, where it's just like if you want to go places, you're going to have to portion out certain amounts of food for your travel.
I'd say it plays out pretty well because if it's been 1 hour, our thirst and hunger goes down by 1. Then after 4 hours, they go down again.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're going to get... I'm not expecting any of you to get hungry or thirsty in the middle of combat. And it's kind of a weird debuff because also food and water counts as a healing item outside of combat, like during your short rest, theoretically. And also it brings a certain level of danger. If you're having to consume things not for health, but also just to consume them, you're going to be increasing your radiation exposure. More likely. You could eat non-radiation. Oh, except the ghoul. Love that ghoul. Do no wrong. But yeah, that's about it. It's basically going to be as you travel, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there. Good.
Hilariously, as part of my starting gear, because of what I started as, I start with 2 purified water.
That's
pretty
so.
funny.
How
That's
ironic.
so useful for the ghoul. That's so useful.
Yeah.
Well, as many games teach, just because you get it doesn't mean you have to keep it. You can make some money.
Oh.
Okay. So you wake up on the Texas plains. It is in the night. And so your party was guided by a light off in the distance. And last I remember, y'all were going to the light. You weren't going to wander into the dark, I don't believe.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you travel to the light, it must have been late in the night, like past midnight, because as you approach the light, light starts to break. Dawn starts to break. And as you get closer and closer, you see that the light was a small settlement. What looks like a gas station that has been fortified and used as some sort of way station. You see activity in the gas station. People kind of walking around. You see some patrols and stuff like that. When you approach, there is you're hailed by a guard. They wave you down, as you get closer to like the walls of the settlement, and they say, "Who goes there?"
Survivors just got lost in the dock and saw a light in the distance.
What are you surviving? Pull out a clipboard and they're writing down.
The
Light?
wasteland.
All right, just had to keep the records. Your names?
Chloe.
All of you, Chloe?
I'm Chloe. I guess they just call me Princess from what I've told. Given that look Mima just gave me.
I'm Mr. Donner.
Mima. Mr. Donner. You don't look like no mister.
Can I look around real quick? He doesn't have like a wanted poster with my name on it.
Like a wanted poster? He's just holding a clipboard. From the angle, he's up on the walls looking down at you. He's just kind of like writing down on a
I
clipboard.
completely forgot I wrote this down.
What is this? Is your fanfic?
No,
No.
what happened last time? I forgot I wrote it down.
Lamau. Yeah, you don't see what he's looking at.
Bill.
Bill. He seems to be writing a few more words after you're done giving the name. Okay. The mother would like to see you. You've checked in with me. When you leave this settlement, check out with me. And he pulls this little crank, and you just see little doors kind of like slowly open. It's like a one-man door. It's kind of like a sally port, essentially. You can see some larger doors next to it, but just for y'all, a little door opens up.
Did he say mother?
Yeah. I think she might be biting on my bit.
Biting on your bit? But you're Mima.
But like,
Do you think that means that I have more power than her? Do I get to
I'd
go
say-
ranked?
I'd say it does,
I mean,
because you have a unique nickname, not just mother. That could just mean anything.
yeah, Mima is like, you got grandma powers, right?
Yeah.
So you can see the future?
Yeah.
Maybe her name is Mother, and everybody here are like her drag children.
Kind of.
Are they in drag?
So the guard you saw, it looked like he was wearing pieces of car. Like, he had headlights on his shoulders pointed out, like motorcycle headlights, so he can look. Had a bike helmet. You could see a tool chainmail on his chest.
Neat. If that's drag, I want to be in drag.
The drag car.
Drag car. Oh.
It's a drag house. Yeah, I love drag. The drag in question.
You've never been to the drag strip?
No, but I want to be. I want to. Isn't that a really loud place? I usually stay away from loud places.
It can be, especially if you've got a really good crowd. Did he point what direction we were supposed to go to talk to Mother?
He
Are we
pointed.
just like standing inside the gate like assholes?
You are standing in the gate like asses, but he pointed towards what looks like a diner kind of building. So when you enter, you can see shops, or not shops, mechanics shops, like what looks like gas station positions. You know how they have the gas with the poles and the cover. These have been like converted into mock little like shops with like tarps to cover vehicles, and you do see vehicles, not old wrecks either. You see apocalypse repurposed vehicles that are being worked on and fueled, and you can see people dressed very similarly to the guard, wearing all kinds of vehicle where you see somebody has a highway sign on them. You know, you can see it all. And people are just kind of running back and forth, and you even see children, you know, carrying various items to the shops. And what's not the shop is basically this diner. It looks like your classic walk-in diner, large glass entrance so you can see everybody in there. Unfortunately, there is no glass. Thanks, Nukes. But you see a various selection of characters inside the shop.
All right, I'm liking this place so far.
And as you enter in front of the diner, you also see a bronze statue that has looked like it's been polished to be a very nice shiny bronze, and it is a statue of a beaver wearing a funny little baseball hat, and he looks like he's Winnie Pooh bearing it up with the shirt but no pants.
Lucky.
The famed pussy.
The famed Bussy.
I did not have the bee encyclopedia at the motel. Did I see this Bussy before the war?
Yes, you did. It was a gas station chain.
It's a Buc-ee's.
It's a Buc-ee's. Yeah, it's a gas station chain, but it is kind of jarring because it looks like the statue has it's on an altar, and it's kind of like looks like it's been worshipped. Like there are
It's giving cult?
it is giving cult.
Great.
Oh,
Let me tell you about Waco sometime. Let's see if we can find this mother. If I
Or
get
is-
Koresh vibes, we're out.
Or as we call it in my universe, we call it Wacko. We'll visit it later. We're not covering Dallas yet. You're not going north of Austin. But if we do, part 2, we are going to go to Wacko. That's a tease for later.
Wacko.
Got to keep the scope down, all right? We're traveling too many places.
Right.
Okay, so y'all go to the diner?
I have a quick question. Are there like offerings left out on the Bucky altar?
Yes, there are. The offerings are little, you know the plastic oil containers? They've been like cut off on the top, so they're like, it's only like the base, about an inch basin, and it's like, you can see oil has been in there and left as like an offering around the Bucky.
Like, just a bunch of flammable shit?
No, I just want to clarify. Oil, the stuff that goes in vehicles, that's separate from gas, correct?
Yes.
I'm asking you, Jen. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that flammable?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes. People don't think, it's going to burn their metal icon. Rookie mistake.
so as we're walking through the shops and trying to find the mother, we'll pull out a paper look at it for a moment and kind of look around more. Do I find a temple anywhere?
Mm-mm. You only see the
No.
diner and the various shops.
Okay, like makeshift, like
A
the
holy
word temple or
beaver.
something.
Yeah, the various garages. The various garages, not shop, not like merchant. This isn't a merchant area. This is like you're watching people work on cars.
No, okay.
Dated a girl who had a holy beaver once.
Guess
She
you
had a
taught
whole
me to
act
pray?
where well, I didn't mind being on my knees at least.
No need for a paddle.
Well, I didn't say that.
So as y'all approach the diner, okay. So when you approach the diner, as soon as you walk in, it has a little bell, even though there's no glass at the fucking door. A woman greets you at the the counter that looks like it's doubling as like the where food is made, like coffee and things like that in the back.
The bar?
Yeah, kind of like the bar. It's not like the little, stand that they have a host at. It is like you're entering in. It is a proper diner.
It's like a diner counter.
Yeah, it's a diner counter. If you've been in a diner. So middle-aged woman says, "Ah, hello, new visitors. You've registered in and everything."
Do they usually let people in that don't register?
I mean, we signed in, if that helps.
No, we try to get people registered. It's just a formality.
Is it for tax purposes?
No.
I-
It's for what passes as law keeping in this land.
Eh,
Uh-oh.
I have a follow-up question.
Go ahead.
What laws are in this land?
Do you have like a handbook or some kind of disclosure notice?
Well, I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. I am Mother Tappet. I'm pleased to meet you all. Please, what are your names? I want to know them.
Does
I'm Mima.
does it rub me the wrong way at all that she's just speaking so politely in the Fallout world?
It depends. Some people are like, "Hey, fuck you, asshole! Give me your beans." But you're not in the wilderness, so it's not unheard of. But it's a little weird. It is weird. Like, people aren't normally super polite. Politeness is that of the old world.
What is the mother's name again?
Mother Tappet.
Tappet.
Double P's and E and a T at the end?
Yeah, I think you would know. There might be a naming shtick around here. And
Who's
Jen
Tappet?
probably knows what it is.
Mother Tappet, what kind of people typically do well around here?
Please, your name.
Donner.
Donner. Mister?
Mr. Donner.
Okay, I don't want to presume.
Mr. Dr. Donner.
And I'm sorry, can you repeat your question again? My mind is thinking of too many things.
What kind of people tend to do well around here?
Well, our humble sanctuary typically just helps the oil men that come by. This is a fief of the oil men of Mission City. Tributary, honestly. We do work for them, like mechanical work for their, holy gasoline machines. And so I think they're doing pretty well. They always have lots of money and tons of dollars coming from them. There's a few traders that come from, the merchants gathering down south. They're doing pretty well, I believe. But I would say we are also doing pretty good. The holy work continues. You can see everybody working outside, and I'm very proud of that work they do.
She says holy, and I turn to Mima with wide eyes.
So, I would just like to ask about your holy work. Are you spreading the holy gospel of the V8?
Hold on. Yes, but I want to ask, Mima,
join.
are you a pre-war ghoul?
Why?
Well, I think it'd be very interesting to have somebody named Mima being a pre-war ghoul. I mean, you'd certainly be the grandmother of us all, wouldn't you?
I'm not taking responsibility for all of you.
As no parent really should. You have to let children have their own agency. Otherwise, they'll grow too dependent.
Right. I'm old as fuck, if that's what you're asking.
It's a delight. I really do like seeing, people who've lived long lives. It gives me a connection to the old world. And I think about, you mentioned, asking about the Holy V8. Well, yes. I think about the old machines in the pre-war. What speeds people could go to every day. I would hear people would do holy journeys, commute to various settlements and cities at high speeds. Now, I'm not like the beings over in Rocket Town who work on the machines of highest of speeds, but I admire the mechanics of the pre-war. And I take pride in what our little settlement has accomplished.
What's the name of your settlement?
We honestly just call it the Sanctuary. I think our official name, we had to put a name down when Mission City wanted to declare fiefdom of us, was the Covenant of the Gear. But I never really liked that kind of thing. It sounds too formal.
Sanctuary is very unique. Never heard that one before.
And that's what it is to us. A lot of us were born here. A lot of us will die here.
How far is that, if I can ask?
What's that?
The settlements you've been talking about, Sanctuary, the Covenant.
Well, Sanctuary is here.
Sanctuary's here, so that'll be no days for you.
Oh, sorry, I've been talking to, or writing my own notes here.
Rocket
you're
City would
good.
be exciting.
So, Mission City, I believe, is about 2 nights' travel. First night of your travel, you'll probably hit Merchants Gathering, which is a settlement all about buying and selling. Merchants Gathering, hence the name. It's a little settlement outside of Mission City, so you can do your business outside of Mission City's culture. When she says culture, you kind of see her kind of her body kind of freeze up for a moment and just goes. But Rocket Town, I think it's a 3-day travel from here. And those are some very impressive people. But if you have a fast vehicle, that trip can be a lot less than 3 days, quite frankly. It's very far from here. And I think north, if you also go up the road, you'll also see the Weird Unity as well. Yes? Hello. I don't think you've introduced yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Bill.
Hello, Bill. I heard you were interested in the path of the V8.
If I join you, do I get a car?
No, unfortunately not.
Could I rent a car?
No, I'm sorry.
Can I learn how to drive a car?
I can teach you
No.
how to drive a car.
Splendid. It looks like you already have a teacher with you then. We have our rules and restrictions. Cars are very expensive things. And I'm glad you have somebody who can help you. But you are a stranger to us, so I don't think I'd be willing to teach you anything on our expensive holy machines. No offense. I just met you a few minutes ago.
Fair.
Also, no offense, but it's pretty late out. Would it be alright if we grabbed a place to stay here
Oh,
for the night?
yes, we do have a bunk spaces for people. So, unfortunately, we don't have any rooms. We have one of the back warehouse, what used to be a warehouse or storage space, turned into a bunk. So, you can rest here, but you're going to be sharing some space with your comrades and a few other guests.
Don't see an issue with that.
Okay. Well, just for lodging, there'll be a cap from each of you. Or also oilmen dollars if you happen to have those.
Well, I ain't got that.
Point of order. What's an oil man dollar?
Oh, it's the fancy cash. She pulls out on her side. She has she has kind of like a utility belt of various tools. You can see on her outfit, it's like a kind of like the Catholic robes that go down, but it's holding various wrenches and sockets and stuff like that. And on the side, of course, there's also tools, but you see a little fanny pack, and she pulls out a bill. She goes, "Here you go. You can take a look at it. It's what they use in the South."
Is she wearing a tool sleeve as
Yeah.
priestly robes?
Yeah.
She's got a socket roll around her neck like a stole.
Yeah. So what you see when the bill, it looks like a mockery of kind of the old world bills. There's an old white man on there, has a face on there, it's all kind of stern, and it says 1 on it. And it has imagery of oil gushing from the ground and all this kind of stuff.
Do we give it to you, or have a cap? One of those.
Yeah, I can take that. That's no problem.
Is this a thing I recognize from before the war? Or is this a thing? This is a post-apocalyptic currency.
This is a post-war creation.
Okay.
You've
I
seen a
have that.
few in your job. You've seen a few people try to pay you with those, but you never did any business with them, so you never took it.
No.
The modern equivalent is if somebody comes here with Canadian bucks and tries to pay you for your hamburger, and you tell them go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I did business in trade. I did business in caps. That's it. Bill, do you not have any money?
Yeah, I got money. You-
Okay.
Do I need to pay for all y'all?
No,
Well-
I already paid for myself.
Well, Chloe, or as y'all know her as Rose, has paid for her. Wait, did you pay for everybody or just yourself?
Just for myself.
I think about it, and she is freaking me the fuck out.
Oh yeah, no, there's 100% giving me cult vibes, but
Oh yeah. I don't say this part out loud.
but they worship big honking engines, and all I can hear in my head is "gotta go fast," which I'm pretty sure is a mantra here.
I reach down betwixt my bosoms and I pull out a bottle cap and I hand it to her.
Thank you, Mima. Now, you two boys. Are you
It's
just gonna...
not sweaty at least, because I don't have sweat glands anymore.
Hey, I got a cap right here.
Takes the cap from me?
I'm not paying for the bottom.
I'm sorry. We don't offer those kind of things. You'd have to go south if you want to buy that.
I was mentioning him actually.
Admittedly,
Oh.
it looked like
Well-
you may have been hanging back waiting to see if somebody would pay for him, and then when nobody does.
Well,
All right.
we don't really have couples beds, but I mean, if they're Donovan, they're small enough. I'm sure y'all can fit into a single mattress.
Not if you're sleeping in the same room as me. I mean, I don't care who you fuck or where you put your dick or anything. I just don't want to watch.
Reasonable. No, Mr. Donovan's gonna pay, right?
He'll pay. He'll just
He was
take
just
his time
waiting.
doing it. Yeah.
I know this gamble.
Does this just pays for room? Is there access to any board cooking facilities?
I'm sorry. What was that?
The cap I just gave you, it's just access to a mattress in a room.
Unfortunately.
Cooking facilities that I can make use of.
What facilities?
Such as like a smithing table or
I think
Oh,
No, I just want a
cooking?
fucking fire so I can cook food.
Cooking.
cooking station.
A kitchen? A fire? Do y'all just survive on fucking sucking up gasoline fumes? Eat your food raw?
no, we're not Orthodox members. But
Oh.
yes, there is some, crafting benches and cooking stations you may use. She kind of points at what looks like a kitchen, like with its own little door and little window, glass window.
A V8 engine that's on fire with a grill on top of it.
Yes.
Everything you cook here tastes like gasoline. Got it.
Yeah, everything kind of has that, like, mechanic shop feel, like, smell, like that. Can't get away from it.
Eating
Well,
a
can I
sandwich
use
with
your
your hands
kitchen?
covered in brake fluid.
Yes, since you are our guest and you have paid and you have registered, that is perfectly okay. We're not like other settlements that charge for those kind of things.
Cool. I'm gonna use it now.
Okay.
I just walked back
Not
into
even
the
like-
kitchen that she pointed to.
Not even I would like to use it now. I'm going to use it now.
All right, that's perfectly fine.
She gave me such a hard time, she acted like she didn't know what a fucking kitchen was.
The game. I couldn't hear you. You kept breaking out. I couldn't hear you. I legit could not. I was like, what the fuck?
Not
are you
even that you're
saying?
breaking out. It's just your voice is giving out. Oh man.
You know, I think it's funny because Jen has the hardest voice, but also Jen is one of our most talkers. So I'm just like, one of these things will give out: Jen's voice or Jen's will. One or the other. It's gonna be the voice, is what I'm betting on.
Yeah, it's bold of you to assume it would be my willpower. I was with the same person 12 years.
The fit.
Convinced of bad decisions. Excellent.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we'll go in her kitchen and just start poking around with shit.
You see some people who are just finished up making a rad roach pie.
Oh.
It has it's like a pie with like the crust. And you can see the little antenna sticking out. Of
Oh.
it. But it was like put in there. The antenna were put in there.
Oh, decoratively.
Yeah, because how else are you gonna know it's a? They explained. How else are you gonna know it's a rad roach pie?
No, I completely understand. I do the same thing with fingers. If you can get some Mirelurk eggs, you can put an egg wash on the top, makes it really shiny.
Yeah. We should go to the merchants gathering and buy something because looks outside at the desert wasteland. Not much Mirelurk eggs.
No, fair.
Unless you want to go to where's that place? The corpse? Oh yeah. Unless you want to go to the corpse, but only maniacs and raiders go. Looks at Bill. Only upstanding people go there.
That's where there's a whole bunch of raiders at the corpse. Great.
Well, it's a bunch of rich people, and then the terrible people, the respectable people that the rich people hire.
Ah. Understood. Thank you. Are you done with this?
Yes, sorry. And they walk away with their little like pie tin with
Meanwhile-
radroach.
Are you gonna need any help with that, or should I save us a spot in the warehouse?
That's up to you. I'll teach you how to make brain jelly if you want to hang around.
Honestly, I'm starving after that fight. Might be anything at this point.
I poke around until I find a pot. I put it. I'm just gonna dump the entire contents of the brain jar in the pot to set it to boil.
When you start cooking, somebody enters in the kitchen. You see I need to move me there so I can describe this guy.
Son of a bitch.
You see a guy in like road leathers, kind of has a stupid cowboy hat on, is smoking as he walks in, wearing a bandolero and everything like that. Says, "Howdy. I heard somebody was cooking in here, and I couldn't help but being intrigued. What's on the menu?"
I stand up from where I've been poking in the cabinets. All 6'2" of me. I turn around. I'm making preserves.
Is there any chance that I might be able to get some of that? I'm willing to pay. I'm no freeloader.
What are you in the market for? I've got some already made. These ones will take a while.
Well, that's
I've got some
perfect.
potted meat.
Well, how long is it going to take for your concoction? I'm feeling something fresh.
Well, I have to boil it, then I have to add the gelatin, I have to wait for that to bloom, then I have to let it set, I have to can it.
And I got a question for
Couple
you.
of hours, yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask this
Oh, this guy.
feller.
What's your name?
Well, actually, that's perfect. I'm glad to hear it's going to take some time because I have time and I need to talk. The name's Don.
Don. I knew a Don once.
Oh, yeah?
He was a prick.
Probably me.
Bill, do you only think there's one person named every name?
No, I definitely know the Don I know is dead.
Oh, can't be me. I ain't dead yet. Well, since I'm intruding on your food, but also I'll be buying some of the food, so it's not really intruding, is it? I want to tell you an earning opportunity for y'all. He kind of flints a little badge on his like vest, and he says, "I'm an oil man, and I got a little job. Two of my men are down injured on their way to come over here, and I need help escorting some precious goods down to Rocket Town."
Are you the man I was looking for?
Looks at you. "Pretty lady, I'm the man everybody's looking for."
I gag a little.
He like
Men-
looks at you, he acknowledges your gag, and just smiles. He like no shit's given.
I meant I was actually on my way over here for a job opportunity, and I think you were the one I'm supposed to talk to.
Well, that's wonderful. You saved me the time of convincing you then.
He watches me plop an entire brain with its jar contents into the pot I've set on the stove.
Oh, by the way, have you had long pork yet?
Oh, well, you know us down from the south. Our business is flesh and oil. So yes, I have partook.
Everybody thinks it makes them a gourmand or something. Meat is
Uh-huh.
meat.
Oh, hardly. I've had some shitty ass people burgers. Terrible. Not even seasoned.
They probably didn't get the fat to meat ratio correct either. It's got to be very particular when you grind your meat.
I think it was burgers of desperation, not burgers of cultivation.
So you want
I've
us to
eaten
just...
burgers that they grow too before.
You got people who are injured. You just need us to bring them over here or something.
No. These schmucks are gonna stay in here and rest up. They get free medical care here. What I need is somebody to help me while I drive my rig all the way down to Rocket Town.
Are we gonna be war boys?
Well, hopefully you're not gonna die.
Because I did have the M encyclopedia, so I definitely know about Mad Max.
Oh.
C through W.
Don's like, well, you ain't gonna go on some suicide speed run. That's more, people at Rocket Town's business. By the way, I'm probably gonna recruit a few of those young boys. They love to go fast and they love to die faster.
I boil the brain juice.
So is the standing price still 50 cups?
Yep. Still is.
Wait, 50 caps each or 50 caps for the group?
You're
I
a
was
smart
promised-
man. Gonna be each.
That's what I was promised. That makes sense to me.
I mean, we could do a lot with 50 caps. Meanwhile, we could buy more drugs.
More food. I was hoping probably self-improvement as well, not just drugs.
Mostly drugs.
For some people, drugs are self-improvement. You probably don't want to see this fuck sober.
Yeah, I could use some psycho.
Is he not sober right now?
Oh, are you one of the corpse people?
He like moves his hand, but it's not on his pipe pistol. It's on his jet.
Oh, you reek of the jungle. Yeah, I could still see it in ya. Better watch out with this one. He'll do some nasty things for drugs.
Most people will.
True.
I knew a girl named Backdoor Betty. She could take her teeth out.
Now that's intriguing. Why was she called Backdoor Betty if she can keep her teeth out?
Well, because she's so ugly, you only had her come to the back door.
Ah, I thought it was something about her posterior.
Oh, I mean, you could put it in whatever hole you wanted, but you still only wanted her to come in the back door.
I know that stuff. Well, I'm here jabbering the jaw with you, but I've only have this pretty thing here. What about the rest of yous? Now,
What are we
jobs-
escorting?
Smart one here. Well, you see, you old lady, we are traveling with high-grade crude. We're gonna go to Rocket Town, go drop off some of the crude, pick up some of the refined special gasoline that they have, pick up a few of those young Rocket Town boys who are just so eager to prove themselves in a speedy death. And, well, that's been for it for you. One-way travel to Rocket Town. Get paid to go there. If you want to come back, you'd have to pay. But I don't charge much for rates. Travel.
That seems like a really stupid deal. If you're coming back anyway, and we wanted to come back, why couldn't we just come back and do the same job on the way back?
Too smart for me. You're right. I could. I should. Sorry, they just gave us a mission to kind of squeeze as much money as we can out of y'all.
And you're really interested in all those young boys from Rocket Town. I understand.
Yeah. We need more bodies for the war. Well, not war, but...
I do finger quotes. For the war.
Maybe one of the mission lords, yeah, but not this one.
I break open a cartridge and I pour a little bit of gunpowder into the boiling mixture.
What do you?
Let her cook.
I have a handful of road salt in one of my little pouches. Put that in.
Road salt?
I'm not gonna question it, but I'm hoping.
Like the
they can
salt you
follow
use?
it.
This is no longer built like the salt they use to
Yes!
de-ice roads.
Yes!
Yeah.
Keep up with the plot!
I mix it up. I'm mixing it up with a screwdriver I pulled off my belt.
God, is there a cooking? There's no cooking.
There's
I-
a cooking station, yeah.
No, I was like, oh, it's technically survival! What's your survival like?
It's good.
I want you to roll a survival check.
Alright.
Because you're a seasoned cook, this is gonna be a DC of 1. Or, yeah,
Oh no.
complication. Oh no, there's no complication here, you just failed.
Yeah.
Looks like the food's not doing so well.
I take the brain out. I set it on. I imagine they've got like a hubcap or something. I set it on the hubcap and I concentrate on getting the boiling consistency of the liquid correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do not touch that brain. It's not done yet.
Okay. Sounds like it's gonna be a while. Don, what time are we heading out? I'm hoping by morning.
Nah, we could head out by morning. But, you know, I'm a fair man. I will say there are quite a few people with jobs down here. You might want to shop around. But I am also going to tell you, I only pay in oilmen dollars.
Okay.
Fucking gross.
50
Well-
caps?
Huh?
Didn't you say 50 caps? Can I get paid in caps?
It's caps and equivalent exchange, friend. Hey, if you want to, you can go down to Merchant's Gathering. There's a discount if you pay in oilmen bucks.
Alright, maybe this will be fine.
I generally have an objection to getting paid in Monopoly money.
Yeah. You know, I generally have an objection in being paid in little metal discs. I've
Well,
always wondered if somebody can replicate these things.
bottle caps, you know they just make them with a machine, right? Or they made them with a machine.
Well, that's my point. Happens if somebody gets one of those machines and just starts making them again.
What's to keep people from making oil man dollars?
Think they got those, you know, those pre-war things you see through them. I don't know what the hell they're called.
A printer?
No, when you get a bill and you put it up to the sun, you can see some faded image in the middle. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Oh, a security strip.
Is that what they call it? Yeah, one of those.
Oh, as Meemaw keeps cooking, I think it was a good idea to actually start shopping. Even though I think we don't have very much. Meemaw, do you need anything? Oop, shit.
I'm gonna give you a fair little hint, just a friendly from me to you, and also because you're making my food. They don't have much here. They're not trying to swindle you. They just don't have much. Unless you're a car, they can't really take care of you well. Things are a little bit more pricey than usual.
Do they at least got like ammunition?
That's what I'm
Nope.
looking for. No
Mm-mm.
ammunition?
Mm-mm. They do
Crap.
food and water. Which you probably need if you're going to be taking a trip.
Alright.
Make
Guess
a
you'll-
check for your cooking again.
Yeah.
We're going to go to phase 2 into cooking.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Because you failed is going to go up by difficulty 1 more.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I stick my finger in the water, lick it. It's boil. You just watch me stick a finger in boiling water, and lick it. It's missing something. Oh, I know. I reach into my bag and I pull out some cricket guts.
Oh, that's right. That is cricket.
Is it cricket guts or cricket mash?
It's cricket mash.
Yeah, it's cricket mash. At this
It's cricket mash. I put it in. I stir it up with a screwdriver. I'm like, okay. I let it get to a real royal and boil. Shake out my precious gelatin packet. Blamco brand gelatin packet.
Okay, because you're using ingredients, it goes back down to 1 DC.
Rip it open. Pour it in. Get it boiling. Okay.
Cheesy
Alright.
waft is in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah. I am going to. I'm gonna use an action point to add an additional dice.
You go, girl.
Dude, action point on this.
Chloe, this
Or
looks a lot like a witch's brew.
Who are you calling a witch? Oh my god!
when you start adding the
Dude.
ingredients, it just gets too hot too fast, and you just hear poof, like an oil splash up. Well, guess I should get my meal somewhere else. Nice chatting with y'all. He walks out to the main area.
Adjust the temperature back down. I put too many good things in here to give up on it yet.
Right. Has
God,
anybody seen any canned goods by chance?
Back up to 2 DC.
Any that we can just take?
I'm not opposed to
I-
dog food if it's around.
I clocked.
I believe in me.
There's no canned
I'm
food
gonna
just
go
around.
get us some groceries to the road and hopefully save us a spot in the warehouse. Let me know when the brain food done.
I hold out. I pull out an iguana on a stick.
This
I
is in
got that.
Florida.
It's Florida. It's giving Florida.
I like to think that canonically speaking, after the bombs fell, the iguanas like migrated over like the Gulf of Mexico into Texas.
Just on rafts.
While you're trying to salvage your cooking,
Salvage is the word.
and I do mean salvage, yeah. Trevi is gonna speak up a little more than you have seen thus far. So that guy's an asshole,
Yes, agreed.
but he's an asshole apparently with money and also a car. Is there anything stopping us from mid-trip doing a pit stop and taking him out?
Are you suggesting we rob this guy?
Why are you looking at me like that?
This is the most rated thing I've heard like come from you in a while. Like since I met you.
It's just, you know, he's clearly an asshole. He's got our money. He's got the car. Apparently, he's got a
Anybody make an
precious.
intelligence check.
He's
Anybody.
he's got a precious load he's carrying.
I mean,
I'll try.
I see where you're going, but he's done this
Anybody.
before. Do you think someone will like notice something's fishy if he's gone and we just appear with it?
He's vulnerable. The people that support him are out of commission.
I'm at the delivery.
Bill, you specifically remembered that all the. Oh. Bill, you specifically remembered everybody signed in here with their names as a part of record.
Oh,
Meemaw,
fuck.
you ain't stupid. And you know this man ain't stupid.
This
He
is
wouldn't
for the food. She rolled for the food.
I was rolling for the food.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Meemaw,
Mima is concentrating on her meal that she's making. She is ignoring all of that bullshit.
you get 2 action points. You get 2 action points back to you. So you are able to salvage the meal. The meal is ready. It is cooked. Describe what it looks like and how it smells in this kitchen.
Okay, so you watch me get the temperature right, and then you see the mixture in the pot start to boil down and get like gelatinous. And just before it completely solidifies, Mima takes out her machete, and there are knives in this kitchen. Mima does not use a regular knife. She uses a machete, and she slices up the brain real thin. And then she starts layering it in. And she's got these big scarred hands, and apparently they don't really feel the heat because she's just layering it in this boiled gelatin mixture. And I'm like, okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. Right at the last second, she turns it off, and then she takes the pot and dumps it over onto the hubcap, shimmies the pot back and forth to release the mold, pops it off, and you see a gelatin mold. It's like Dorito orange with the floating bits of cricket in there. You see the little specks of unexploded gunpowder. And then perfectly arranged in a spiral, slices of brain. It is very presentery.
It's giving Soviet meat jelly vibes.
Yeah. That's giving it's an aspect. Hold on.
What the fuck?
Are we gonna eat this and then you jar it?
Well, so I could jar it. I could have opted to put it in a jar, but you all seemed like you were really eager to have some, and frankly, I have some preserved meat already. So
I'm
you can
ready.
eat fresh tonight.
I'll go first.
As you just like as you're saying that, I just like pinch off a bit of jelly and
I will say there's enough to feed everybody once, and there'll be enough for 2 days of rations for one person afterwards. Where you put, I'm coaching. Yeah, good exchange. God. I just hate the jelly. I hate the savory jelly.
Uh huh.
I hate it.
It's not bad, actually.
So how many
Uh,
heals does it do?
Shit, are y'all damaged?
I think
No. You said that
Oh,
there were
yes.
2 rations. I wanted to put it in my gear.
That is so valid. That is so heckin' true. Hold on. I gotta figure this out.
while I'm licking the jelly off my fingers.
You know what? Potted meat.
Potted meat.
It's potted meat value. You know, we already have a precedent, you and I.
Okay. Cool. So potted meat heals 6.
Downy makes clothes softer.
So
It's a little irradiated.
we still want to put up with this guy?
I say we talk to other people and see if there are people willing to pay us in not fucking Monopoly money.
shopping around for like a job doesn't sound half bad, but I I don't want to take robbing this asshole off the table yet.
Where do we even
We-
want to go after this?
However, I will say if in case we do rob him, we signed with our real names come into this place. So,
I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. Bada bing, bada boom.
Well,
It's really bold of you all to assume that my actual legal name is Mima.
you look so disappointed.
I assume you were born like that, and your parents just called you Mima because you looked like a Mima.
Well, to be fair, is your legal name Buffout?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Your parents already knew who you were gonna be.
No, I personally went through a name change through the mission place to get my name legally changed to Buffout Bill.
We stand, King. We
you-
stand a name change in Texas.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, what would they do to us if we decided to fuck up this guy?
Oh, have you had an oil death squad sent at you yet? No.
No.
I saw one fuck up an entire Raider clan just one time.
he did talk
Like-
about boys a lot.
I mean, they were just one day. Or I mean, not day. One night, the Raider clan was just sitting there. You could see all the torches lit, and then all of a sudden, the place was on fire.
You have a distinct memory of fire being whizzed out like a liquid,
Oh.
catching to skin and being unable to be put out.
Can you describe that?
Yeah, I described that.
Sounds an awful lot like napalm.
Sounds like a flamer to me.
A
Same
flamer?
difference.
Flamers.
I mean, I
Cigarette.
get that he's talking about twinks, but like, are we still talking about the same thing?
Let me tell you about parades later.
Tell you about drag shows and parades.
I'm talking about a weapon
And
of killing.
drag
The fuck
mothers.
you talking about?
Listen, I think it would be beyond stupid to kill this guy and steal his fucking oil rig. What the fuck are we gonna do with an oil full of crude oil? An oil rig full of crude oil? We can't refine it ourselves.
That's why we sell it.
To the
No.
people he was gonna sell it to? We're gonna
Yeah.
show up there with his shit and they're gonna be like, "You killed that guy on the way here."
That's right, bitch. Give me the money.
You know what?
You
I
are
retract
bad
my
at being a criminal.
Look, like it could be like a briefcase exchange where like we have Buffout Bill on top of the rig with a match. He'll drop it if they don't give us the money.
Oh my god, you're serious. You know, I thought you'd make a good raider. I retract that statement now.
He barely
You're
makes
just-
a good person.
You're just insane.
Listen, Trevi. I think the impulse is smart, right? The execution needs some work.
Throughout your discussion, you hear music start to play, but it is not on radio. You hear somebody singing an old, lonely song with a guitar in the main lobby.
Okay. Let's workshop this one.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I wander out with a hubcap full of brain jelly.
You we eat things with brain? Is there like chips that we just dip into the brain jelly and eat with?
Do you have chips?
Are chips
I've
something that can be made?
I've got some cricket wings.
Oh, what?
Gosh. Oh shit! I didn't show y'all what Mother Tappet looks like.
I break off a cricket wing and hand it to him. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be any good. It'll be crunchy at least.
It'll work.
Anyways,
That reminds
uh,
me. Beer
so
beats.
in the central lobby, you see everybody's kind of just enamored because there seems to be a masked figure singing. So when you hear the songs, it's all like reverberated inside of this mask, and you see this person with like hood down, but they're covered from head to toe. You don't even see any skin, and they're singing this old ballad. Mima, because you.
He's craving chips and dip. In real
Ice
life.
cream chicken dip. Meanwhile, because you heard old pre-war songs, you knew this was like something that played on radio. But you might have a harder time to catching on the post-war radio. And you see a little tip jar and everything like that. And after they sing their ballad, they say, "Newcomers, you come and make food for everybody now?"
No. But you
Oh.
can buy some.
Wasteland generosity. How much for a song maker such as myself, or song singer, I guess?
Are those lips good for anything else?
Oh, I'm sure they're good for a lot of things, but I'm not good for that kind of talent. But also, not my time.
You've clearly never been desperate.
I shudder to think who would be that desperate.
Hey,
I'm sure Mima scored.
I'm a very popular lady. Thank you very much. What have I got here?
How much is your food, and what the hell is it?
Well, if you're feeling adventurous, this is fresh. It's a brain jelly with crickets and gunpowder.
He pulls out a little device. Kind of looks like a flip phone, and he flips it at your food, and you can hear a little Geiger counter.
Oh, you're gonna be precious about irradiation? Jesus.
No, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't completely irradiated. Not all of us can have your
well,
wonderful complexion.
And the brain came out of a vault.
Oh? Bunker meat is the safest meat.
That's what I'm saying.
How much you charging?
Are you paying in actual currency or in that bullshit?
Well, I have a few caps, but not too much. Sorry. Guitar singing doesn't make much money.
Do they look skinny? They look malnourished?
They look lean, but they don't look malnourished.
Well, I'll give you a serving of fresh brain jelly for 25 caps. Or, since you're such a prissy bitch, I'll pull out a bottle of purified water.
Ooh, how much for the water?
20.
20. Ain't that mean? Sure. I'll take it. They give you 20 caps.
All right.
They get the water bottle, and they seem to have a hookup on their gas mask that has the water hookup, and it just drains into a tube into their masks.
What the fuck?
Once they finish the bottle, they say, sorry, you know, mask doesn't come off. Well, you know, don't know about these strangers out here. Don't need anybody seeing my face. You could call it a funny religion if you want.
Why is it everybody got Jesus everywhere I go?
Need to get me a mask.
No, it's just a joke. I'm so offended by every wacko cult, but you know, honestly, when half of them try to eat your ass, I get it.
I find it pretty suspicious anytime people are like, yeah, I'll take care of you, but there are rules, caveats. You gotta live your life a certain way.
Well, rules have a purpose sometimes, but you gotta find rules worth following, I guess. But I think you already found your rules, haven't you?
I'll follow the rule of Mima. Hasn't steered me wrong yet. Still alive.
They put their hand out. The name's Al.
Like the letter.
More like the EL, the 2 letters.
Is your name The?
The?
Never mind. You're not old enough to get my joke.
Probably not. But I doubt anybody's old enough to get your jokes.
I'll understand that is just jealousy. Because you have to be worried about what you eat, what you drink, people seeing your pretty face. Dying because you went in the sun.
If this mask could blush, it would. But yes, I am very delicate.
Yeah. Alright, L.
Well, I have a job for y'all.
Of course you do.
Sorry. Come to a hub. It's where you get people who do jobs.
What's his job?
Easy enough for fair. There's a little settlement to the north. About a day's travel. Day back. So we have a day to get there, day to get back. Up north way, near Weird Unity. There's some sort of bunker out there. You ain't gotta go in it or anything. I just want you to see what the outside looks like. See what activity is in there. If it's even opened up. I got some coordinates for it, but I prefer to get locals to scour it out. See if they see something I don't see.
So this is a recon mission?
Yep. I don't expect it's going to be much. But I'm not paying you to fight anything. Tell me what it's like outside the bunker. Come back.
I imagine what it's like is desert and full of shit that wants to kill you.
What's the pay?
Easy job. I'll pay 3 days of rations. 2 days of rations. Food and water. Yeah?
That's just what it's gonna take us to go out there and back. That is a shit deal.
Alright. 4 days of rations. For each of you. Use halfway to go out there and halfway to come back. I ain't expecting you to fight anything out there.
What you expect and what's gonna happen are two different things.
Well, if things go shit side, then just run away and tell me about it. I ain't asking you to die for nothing.
Everybody dies for nothing.
Y'all have a very cynical friend.
I like her. She's right.
I've seen a lot of people die. Like
Mm.
millions of them.
Hmm.
In a couple of seconds.
Well, if you don't want to, somebody will take it. But
So
it's a
4
simple,
rations.
There's no trinkets you could throw into this deal.
it's a simple task. Sorry, if you want trinkets, you're gonna do something a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
I just let's see. Well, not in this settlement. It's a shared room, but yeah.
You're not my type.
How do you
Fair.
know? You
There,
can't see anything.
If he was pretty, he wouldn't mask.
they.
Gotcha.
Now you know.
What do we think? Do we prefer the fake dollar bills or do we prefer the rations?
At least I could spend the dollar bills on something.
But you can't eat money.
Everywhere I go, I see things I can eat.
I think some lusty people can say the same.
I guess what...
What's in the bunker?
Hmm.
What are you hoping is in the bunker?
Well, I'm hoping it's not one of those shithole nightmare vault bunkers. But I can't
Oh.
be sure.
That's probably exactly what it is then. So you're
Well.
hoping it's not a nightmare experiment.
No, that's not what I said. I'm just hoping it's not one of the vault bunkers.
So you'd like an off-brand nightmare experiment bunker?
Those vaults have a very limited range of what they could be and what they can offer. I need something a little different.
Okay.
You in any rush on this one?
I don't think the bunker gets legs and walks away. I mean, but if it does, well, I'll be definitely paying more for that.
I guess it's on the table. Quick huddle over. We could... There's room for us to do both jobs if we wanted to. I would anticipate that there would be more complications with the other gentleman.
Yeah. But also more opportunity at the end of it.
Opportunity is its own complication.
Well, in that case, breathing is its own complication.
I just got something caught in my throat.
Well, I guess, do you think the other guy's in a rush too? Or do you think the other guy's in a rush?
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, I guess he's not. Well, he wouldn't hire us if he wasn't in a rush because he'd just wait for the others to get better, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I imagine he's got to keep some sort of delivery schedule.
Yeah. So if we want to do the other guy's job, I think we're gonna have to do that first and foremost.
Here's the thing. Do you all really think we're just gonna walk out in the desert a day, look at her door, see nothing, come back?
Well, I can't say I've gotten out that much.
Well, the first time you got out, you ended up in a gladiatorial vault boy bunker.
That's 1 for 1.
So, that's pretty par for the course out here, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. Probably a death claw out there. Something.
Oh
You
god,
know-
now that you mentioned it, it's gonna be a death claw. It's gonna be a death claw.
I really do regret leaving the city.
Which city is that?
City is that?
Don't worry about that.
What? Fuck you.
See if I give you my food free of charge from now on. Gonna be an asshole about it.
City's too cool. You wouldn't know anything about it.
I've never heard of it. Okay. Does she go to another school?
If you're in Canada,
If I just say Corpus Christi, will that make you happy?
that's the corpse.
Is the city in the room with us now?
Is the city in the room with us now?
That is called the corpse. I didn't write those fucking things for you not to get this shit right.
That's so funny.
Oh.
It's because I know she's from the old world.
I had the sea encyclopedia. I know what Corpus Christi is.
Yeah. Anyway.
I
I
say
should
we
really
think.
be a better criminal then.
No, he's a terrible criminal.
Correct. Do you
never-
need some drugs? Are you like
Me?
you get sober caught in your throat?
Oh.
I might be getting sober caught in my throat, or even just like I might be sobering up.
Look, I found like an old inspirational record tape. And it said, you know, if you want to give your life meaning, you got to get out there or something like that. So I
Did you also see like a poster with a kitten on it?
This is hanging there.
something like that. Yeah, I figured I would leave my cave. I've regretted it just about every minute of it.
Sounds about right. What do you think, Princess?
I mean, we could do 2 birds with 1 stone and take him with us to the place, but I'm pretty sure he would also want some compensation. I mean, I don't see why not just asking for a ride there and back. I mean, if it's a day's worth of just walking, how long is it from ride's worth?
Y'all are still huddled up.
Bill's head pops up and looks. Bill's head pops up out of the group, makes eye contact, and then goes back down.
Elle just seems to be kind of like playing with her little guitar.
I'm disinclined to help Buckethead.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Other guy's an asshole, but
But
I don't know
we
about this
do
one.
get some help with riding. That's free 4 days worth of rations. Could clear us for
We can
the
get
days.
4
to
days
bucket.
worth of rations out of the next fucking raider we pop the head off of.
True.
As long as you're not picky about where your meat comes from.
I'm gonna be a wild card and say, let's help the Buckethead.
Why? Do you think the bunker's gonna be full of drugs?
No, but at the same time, he wants us to go there, look, and come back. What's to stop us from going inside?
Be more loot.
Yeah. But then what if we go inside and it's just a pile of fucking shopping carts and
Well, we
mannequin legs?
What if you go inside and it's like a mini nuke factory?
The fuck are you gonna do with that?
I don't know.
You can't huff it.
You haven't tried yet.
Can't huff it.
Buff-Out Bill has definitely tried to huff a mini nuke.
I have flavor fuel in my pack. I hope he doesn't know it.
Could be huffing gasoline.
I mean, the scout mission sounds more like he's hiding something from us. Like, it's obviously something there that could potentially benefit us.
No, I agree with them. If it's like some sort of vault tech bullshit, let's ignore it.
I mean, we won't know until we get there.
How about we tell him maybe, and then maybe we'll think about it, and we'll get back to him later.
Hey, Buckethead. We're gonna shop around before we decide.
Okay.
Shrugging.
Also, I think you need to tune your guitar.
Yeah, I keep trying to do that, but it just ain't working, ain't it?
It might work better if you weren't wearing a bucket. You
Yeah,
could use your ears.
it's truly the curse of a tortured artist.
Being shitty at your instrument.
Yeah, it's a crime. Tunes it out even worse.
Ugh.
String breaks. Doing.
As y'all are,
I'm inclined to help them now.
the little bell of the diner rings, and you see a familiar band of folks come in. Trevi?
Yes.
Trevi, darling. Trevi.
The fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh.
You get what's your defense?
One, I think.
You get one whack to the knee
Oh.
by a baseball bat.
Okay.
Oh no.
What's your DR?
To the knee, 1.
Now I need to look up how much a baseball bat damage does to you.
There's also a complication. Just you whack her face too.
I think it's 3 Vault Boys, because my rolling pin does 3 Vault Boys.
I gotta open up my...
Oh Jesus.
I don't think that's much. Let me look up
No.
the player aid. 3 Vault Boys. So it's a 335. Oh, you only get hit with 1 damage. But your DR is what again?
1.
1.
So you're good. You don't get hurt. Fucking shin's fucking hurt though, but you know, you're not really hurt.
Is the person assaulting me like half my size or something?
Yeah, they're a familiar child. They're the one that like hit you last time.
That one who likes to hit balls.
But they went for your shins.
They're learning.
Mhm.
Everybody's got shins. Not everybody's got balls.
Hey! Greasy!
You little shit. How'd you get here so fast?
You better watch out. We were following you, numbnuts.
Were they? Did y'all see them
Yeah.
following us?
Yes, they were literally walking right behind us.
Oh.
They weren't trying to sneak.
I don't think they could sneak.
Oh, I just saw your jello.
Oh,
Can-
not the cello. Not the beach cello.
What do you want, kid?
I just wanted to hit you because you just look so greasy and you look worth hitting. I'm gonna go hit that. I'm gonna go hit that fuckhead now. Points at person holding guitar. Hey, fuck you and your missing leg. What the? Excuse me. You see him you see them trying to defend themselves with the guitar away from the Bat Child. While those shenanigans are going on, Mima, you feel a tug at your shoulder.
Look.
It is the woman that you recognized before, the Aslander, who you spoke a few words with in the bunker. She makes a few words at you and like points at you and kind of points at the rest of your group, and she does some hand motions. Let's see. Make a speech check.
Okay. Two
Hey.
successes.
She points at y'all, does that, says, does this, then points at herself with all of you, points, and then
You want us to take you someplace?
I think she wants us to follow her. Or that works.
Well, I assume since she pointed at us and pointed at her and then was like, we're gonna take a walk, it's because she wanted us. It's not for our company.
I mean, got nothing else to do.
she pulls out like a little brochure tour guide. It says like, visit the great beautiful cities of Texas. Kind of like worked up. And she,
There's like
op-
a shitty cartoon map on the back.
yeah, it's like a very stylized version of the cartoon.
Yeah.
And she kind of points at the map, and
Uh-huh.
she goes, like points, and you see a city of San Antonio is being pointed at.
Do I know about where's we are in relation to that?
You know you're 3 days away from H-Town, you know you're 1 day away from Weird Unity, and you know you're 2 days away from the Mission City. You just know relationally, but you haven't really put it on a map.
Are any of the cities... Do I remember what any of the cities were pre-war?
Hmm. Well, you were pre-war goals.
Just like I'm trying to figure out how many and the number of days it would be to get to where she wants us to take her.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure it out because I was like, well, you're pre-war ghoul, but you're also old as shit. So I was like, would you remember? It's like, I think it's reasonable to say you would remember. Well, so as you're trying to figure it out, she kind of like points at the map, like south of what is Austin. She kind of points at the map at you, and then points at the map again, a little bit south of Austin,
Mhm.
and then she points, walking to San Antonio. With that, you can deduce it'll be about a 2-day travel.
I pull two caps out of my brassiere and click them together. Like the idea, like you would rub together, like you would rub your fingers together for the motion for money.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot.
Like- Pulls out pockets. Points at San Antonio again.
Promises we'll get paid there?
Yeah, lots.
Mm.
Do I believe her?
Make another speech check.
I don't speak enough. I don't know.
It is really hard to tell if somebody's deceiving you or you're just misunderstanding. And at this level of, yeah, you could not decipher that. That is very
No.
advanced.
Yeah.
You barely got directions.
All right. Well, so we can escort and attempt to find out what her name is.
How do you do that?
Well,
Te amo.
yeah. ¿Cuál es su nombre? I used my 8th grade Spanish from like 300 years ago.
She like looks at you, confused.
That's all I got.
Make a speech check for half language communication.
Nope.
Oh God. Why? The dice are not being nice tonight.
No, I have a 50-50 shot. My target is 10.
Yeah, she has no goddamn idea what you're asking.
Alright.
Can I attempt to ask the same question, but in Trevi's way of doing so?
How does Trevi do it? Well, if you eat the mic every time, and it's like this little red lava lamp you're talking into.
I'm gonna roll. So I walk up and I go, I am Trevi. Soy Trevi. Who are you?
Looks at you even more confused.
What is your name?
I punched Trevi in the chest. Trevi. Mima. Bill. Princess. I point at her.
Ooh. Oh, make a okay, make another speech check.
Alright.
But Trevi gets to roll with assistance this time because he was used as an artifact of beating.
Ooh, I got a credit success.
She sees you and she pulls out in her little pockets a little name tag, and it says, "Hi, my name is Addie."
Addie.
With a Y.
It's ATTY.
I will be right back.
Bye.
She's gotta go find the outhouse.
Bye, bitch.
We still talking about princess here, or? I hope they didn't hear that. Mostly because we're not trying to crack that egg right now. Okay.
Crack that egg.
8, 9. Okay. Yeah.
Alright. So, our options are help the slimy asshole with the rig, help Buckethead, or help Addie.
What are the vibes we're getting from these people?
Well, vibes you get from Don is that he's a slimy piece of shit, but he's telling you the truth.
And he'll pay us in like cash that we can expend, especially if we go to
Merchant's Gathering.
Merchant's Gather. Yeah, that's the place.
But his plan does leave us stranded in Rocket Town.
He did concede that he would take you back. He did admit that was just a ploy to get more money out of you.
Do we want to come back here? Have we thought about that?
Well, it seems like it's sort of central to the places we're going. Unless you want to walk diagonally across the desert for several days.
The map you were looking at, it was pretty, like, it was just central right to all locations. It was, like, in the middle, theoretically.
I get that this is like a hub, but we don't have a means of traveling ourselves. We're dependent on passerby assholes to pay us some money in rations and take us around places.
You got 2 feet, don't you?
Yeah, what are you talking about? We could walk.
I mean,
The distances they're giving you are in walking time.
Except Don.
Right.
He's driving. Actually, nobody else said ride. Everybody, only Don said he had a vehicle.
Does it look like Trevi's the walking type?
It barely looks like he's the outside type.
You guys are like, yeah, you guys can just walk for 2 days in the sun. It's fine. And he's like, that's not fine.
Well, Trevor, you know you can walk at night too.
That
Like in
sounds
the
even
desert,
worse.
you
It's dark
travel
and
at
scary.
Well, it's not like 8 million degrees.
Yeah, but it's also
Yeah.
too cold.
It's cooler, but you also got to worry about nocturnals.
Man, y'all a bunch of pussies.
Look, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't get out much. Is there like a better place to like settle down if one wanted to settle down and like just do local business or something?
You want to set up shop?
Yeah, is that not the goal?
I had a shop. Had a nice little thing going. Right off of the interstate. Motel Sticks. It was great. I loved it. Ran it for 20 years.
And then
Some fucks that look like this asshole came. Tried to rough me over, and when I wouldn't give them all my money, they burnt my motel down. So what I'm saying
that
is,
sounds
setting up doesn't make you sick.
well, it's not about just being safer. It's just about simplicity.
Oh, it's because you don't want to do cardio.
I like being home at the end of the night and during the day, if I can.
Where the fuck did you live? I'm
Look,
wondering this is the DM. I just want to know. I'll give you the option. Just tell me where. I will enable your shitty character. Just let me know.
Honestly, next time we find a wagon, buy it. Pull your lazy ass around. You're that allergic to being outside.
yeah, I mean, I guess that raises the question: what were y'all hoping for?
I'm hoping to find the fuckheads that burned down my motel and turn every single one of them into potted meat.
Oh, that's heavy. What about you, Bill?
That's heavy.
Bill is in 1,000-yard stare, just repeating the number 6.
Chloe, are you as crazy as these two?
Thankfully,
Watch your fucking mouth.
not yet. He's still trying to keep my sanity for what I witnessed.
Why do you talk so
I'm
funny?
basically trying to run away from certain people.
You talk
Old
funny.
pipe.
Chloe, why do you
All
talk so funny?
pipes up. It's because they're a bunker child.
Am not.
You're pale as shit.
You're paler than me,
You talk funny.
and you talk funny.
Use good grammar.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like one of the smart types, but I don't think you're that smart.
You also
Excuse
used
me?
a word that I haven't heard in 150 years.
What?
Yeah, they're probably one of those vault survivors.
Mm.
They're probably full of trauma, or worse, mutations. Oh, that's the worst. I hate when the experiments don't actually work and they
Aren't-
come out all weird.
Aren't vault dwellers supposed to be like really stuck up or something?
Not all of them. I mean, especially if you witness something horrible.
Like what?
Welcome to the
Genocide?
wasteland. Huh.
I mean,
But
have you ever like genocide? Did you get genocided?
well, I hope to not be a part of that anymore. So I ran away. Just hopes to try to survive on my own.
Oh, were you on the other side of the genocide?
No. I think so. I try to depict what you mean.
Did you do the killing?
No. God, no.
This one's perplexing.
Manners. Manners get in the way of a straightforward conversation.
Sure does.
Anyways, what are we doing? Are we actually gonna grab some
I
chips or something?
did somebody say? Are there chips around?
No, I'm just trying to be funny. What?
Oh,
Bill just ate. What was this? Cold cockroach flies? Wings?
Cricket wings.
Cricket wings, yes.
oh, that's not what I mean by chips.
Food.
I've correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the feeling that we're gonna go work for the asshole on the rig.
I mean, it was my initial job of coming here.
And we're not going to rob him.
If you're asking me, I'm kind of voting for her. Point at
San
Addie.
Antonio.
Yeah.
When she sees you point at her, she goes,
I wait back.
I don't
Well,
trust the nice-looking ones either, though.
Well, I just think
Well-
that there's probably something cool at the end.
I believe we should have preparation before we do anything, because how exactly are we gonna get to what she needs if we don't have the necessary tools to get there? Like, perhaps we could use this current job to actually all of us could get paid. We could get a ride of our own and maybe journey there faster. Perhaps some more weapons and such.
A ride of our own.
What? What?
I like the way you're thinking.
I don't mean dropping this this a-hole you guys keep mentioning.
Bill. Bill.
Uh,
Come on, buddy. Bring it back. What is it with these kids and not wanting to walk places?
Wait. I mean, look, I heard about like this V8 for the first time like today, ever, and it sounded badass. But also, like, they got guns here, and they told us we can't buy any of this shit. I don't have the caps for it. Do you have the caps for it?
I think he's also siding with Raiden, which is why I propose we go over to Red Rocket and see.
What? What?
What was it called again?
Not Red Rocket, Rocket City.
Rocket City, yes. Right. They gave a gas station that has like a nice rocket red.
Let's go to the QT real quick.
"Yeah, I gotta go get gasoline at the gas station, right?"
No, I'm one to work for the Buckethead.
What's
You
got
want to
you?
go with the Buckethead?
What's so sexy about the Buckethead?
I love it. The faction splitting has already happened.
Mystery. What else do you need?
And also,
All right.
every one of these people are introduction characters to every faction.
Mima, have you ever been to like a vault?
We were
Before-
just
Before the one we met in?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
is there any
Couple.
is there any particular likelihood or reason why we should go to or avoid the Buckethead's vault situation?
Well, there's lots of different reasons. I went to Vault once. That was nothing but twisted shopping carts and mannequins. And, like, one guy named Greg. That one was alright, but there wasn't anything real good in there. Also, he called the mannequins his wives.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard about a vault where there was just a bunch of guys, and all they do would scream Gary.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that one, too.
that was
I think that one might be a myth.
That one might be a myth. Are you sure? Because
Maybe.
like that's this guy yells Gary at you and then tries to stab you.
I've been in
Actually,
one where it was just full of dead bodies. and all of the rooms on the little like screens in there on the TVs, it was all playing instructional videos with subliminal messaging about how they should kill each other.
And
Um.
did they?
Oh yeah, no, they were all dead.
Oh, fuck.
After consideration, I think I'm in support of the Buckethead.
The fuck is wrong with you people?
I did not expect this is the way it was going to shake out. Oh no, I expected Mima's way to shake out. I actually expected a lot.
So our options are. I am really pointing towards the Buckethead, but I guess in order to get us moving, then I will side with Mima, if that'll get us somewhere at least.
Okay, so I just want to put that out there. You had a 2-person vote for Buckethead, and then you switched over to Addie, which is still a 2-person vote for Addie. You had a plurality, and you're still at a plurality.
Yeah.
Well, so
fuck it.
my intention. It's not like she's gonna leave without us.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if she does, she's dead anyway, and there's no reason we can't go to San Antonio on our own.
Nobody
have a
knows
point.
nobody knows what the hell Mima's talking about when they say San Antonio.
What's San Antonio?
The place she wants to go.
Is that like a city?
Do I know what they call it?
You've heard of Mission City. You might not be
Oh.
able to put 2 and 2 together. Well, I mean, is your character smart enough to put 2 and 2 together?
No.
Well,
Uh,
I'll say this. For the sake of time, we could go to this vault. We only have to take a peek at it. We'll just see what the hell is around it. We don't have to spot it. We don't have to be there. Then we come back, get a reward, have the rations, and then probably head over to Rocket City, see if we can accommodate with the what was the name again?
Pardon me? I'm sorry?
The
Which
name,
one?
The one
San
that came from
Antonio.
English.
Addie.
Oh, Addie.
Addie. Yeah, accommodate with Addie. Probably bring her with us to Rocket City, get the cats from there, and see what's over there at Rocket City, then head over to San Antonio from there.
Are you gonna explain that to her?
When you point at Addie, Addie also goes,
What if we just take her with us everywhere we go?
Like a pet? She's a human being.
Well, we'll take you soon. Just come with us for now. We'll take you soon. Real soon.
this is the definition of Shanghai.
And she can't leave because she'll be confused and like she'll be in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my god, this is like perfect levels of human trafficking on so many levels. I'm sorry, so you're in Texas and there's somebody who can't speak your language and you want to just take them with you and they don't know what's going on and they're confused? Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm curious though. I'm gonna use my journal and open a fresh page, and I'm gonna give Addie a pen and paper and tell her to write. Like, I'm gonna see what dialect she writes.
Shit, I'm gonna have to look up what these words
It's really bold of you to assume that she's literate. You know, not everybody can read and write.
Stuck up vault dwellers.
I mean, she had to
Bill,
communicate
Bill.
anyway.
Bill, can you read and write?
Looks at the sign that holds up like the gas prices and just has the number 3 and he's just like she E. That's an E.
Nope.
Is there like a certain intelligence score that we would universally say is like literate? Kind of like
Hold on, what is my intelligence?
It's not really an intelligence score.
Whether or
Put
not
in
anybody taught
context,
you.
there's not a public institution for education. It doesn't matter how smart you are. You can't learn language if you fucking didn't get taught it in a
If nobody
school.
taught you how to do it.
well, like it's languages everywhere. Like I guess you could piecemeal it together. if you just made the effort to.
I'm gonna send you to medieval Europe. Just send you,
Not even medieval Europe.
send you to early America.
17th century New England. People only knew how to read the fucking Bible.
Because I mean,
Encyclopedia
I
had the
can.
entry for Puritans.
My character didn't go to like an educational institution, but he knows how to like use computers, and computers have an interface that you have to be able to read and stuff. So
Okay,
And you
what
know how
code
to
is
read.
what code is close to language? Also, you didn't give me a backstory, so fuck you. Can't pull a backstory out of your ass now.
I mean, computers aren't just numbers. I'm not there just like doing binary.
You're doing binary. It's only code. Oh, are you
Somebody-
non-binary now?
Somebody could have taught you how to do it.
Okay.
That would require that somebody raised a person that knew how to do it.
So
If
canonically,
if you don't-
my character learned English through reading comics.
valid. I was gonna say, if y'all have a reason to know like how to write English, fair. But in y'all's experience, the vast majority of people cannot write or read.
It's because we're the protags.
But when you give the journal to Adi, she writes a script that doesn't look like a romance. It doesn't look romantic or like Latin based. Well, more accurately, it looks like a mix. You see some letters that you recognize, but you see some fucking things you never recognized before.
Oh fuck, that could be like Sanskrit or something.
Cool. Is anybody directly opposed
You
to the
also see
suggestion
her-
put forward?
You also see her do a doodle at the end of it. That's like a little cool picture of like a looks like a cool little lizard with wings.
Okay. So the proposal here is that we go to the vault, then we help out Gas Junkie McGee, and then we take the little flower down to San Antonio.
So we're doing everything.
Well, experience has taught me that that is probably not how that's going to play out. But sure.
It's very forward thinking, however.
I mean, we only keep going back and forth what we should do first. I mean, regardless, we could have two wait here because one's not going to go without anywhere else. She has no clue where the hell to go.
The reason I like
I mean, she very
Buckethead.
clearly does know how to go. She just wants somebody to go with her so she doesn't, I don't know, fucking die in the desert.
So then we also have to tell her that we have to prepare for that.
If the reason I like the vault idea is because Buckethead isn't going to come with us, so we don't have to worry about some asshole following us around while we do our job. It's just kind of an us thing.
You guys want to go do Buckethead? That's fine.
Also, I just don't like the asshole who drives around the oil rig. I don't like his vibes. He seems like he was a bully.
Was a bully.
Well, he's probably still a bully. He tried bullying us.
And paying us some Monopoly money.
Mm.
The worst kind of bullying.
So Monopoly was a game that you played with your family and or friends if you hated them and you wanted to start a fight. It was like capitalism, the afternoon activity.
I guess if we wanted to be lazy, we could just take this girl to San Antonio and call it a day, because I think she is the one most in need and least likely to backstab us. However, she is a little too sweet to not be suspicious.
I mean, we could go there, but like, how long's the journey? We're not prepared.
I
What
don't
do you
know
need
shit
to
about San
prepare?
Antonio.
I'll be honest, my intentions of helping Addie are completely selfish. She looks like she has access to peyote.
That's racist.
I know.
I know, and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I love that. I love that so much. I know, I have a problem, but it's not the drugs.
Alright. So, I could frankly give it 2 rats' asses whether or not Don the oil man waits around for us or not. But probably if he had better options, he would have asked them first. So,
Yeah.
I'll go to Addie, and I'm like, I pointed us, like I do the hand motions like she did to indicate she wanted us all to go. And then I'll do, it's a day there, a day back. Does she have her little brochure still out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has a little.
Okay. So, I'll point at the 4 of us, and then I'll point approximately where we were told to go. We were told it was
For
a day
Buckethead?
north. Yeah, for Buckethead, a day north of where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll point, and then I point at all of us, and then point at San Antonio. The idea is, the 4 of us will go there first, come back, and then we'll go.
She has like a face, like this is not how I wanted it to go, but
Behind Mima, I tell her that we do this and make a grabbing motion. Like I'm telling her, we're trying to prepare for food, water to make the travel.
She already agreed.
Making a reason.
oh, she when she sees you doing that, she goes,
No, she wants us to feed her too.
"You did do food motions at somebody."
Yeah,
I give her an iguana on a stick.
Okay.
Did she say she was gonna pay us in something?
A lot of caps.
Yeah.
Oh, we like caps.
But I think the payment would only we'd only get our payment when we get to San Antonio.
That is usually how delivering a payload works.
So we rest here for the night, I'm assuming, or are we gonna go out right now?
Y'all do buy lodgings.
Yeah, we paid for it. I'm gonna use the bed I paid for already.
All right,
Yeah,
just making sure.
We did pay for it. So, I'm just curiosity. So we are not going into the vault when we get there.
We don't have to.
Is there any reason why we would take the risk to go into the vault?
I mean, that depends. Like we get to the
Curiosity,
thing,
mystery.
and it looks. If we get to the thing and it is a jet factory, you can't stop me from getting in there.
Oh,
I think it's a we go and see if it looks like we want to go in sort of thing. Because
gotcha.
honestly, it's not worth it to me to walk 2 days out in the desert and come back for 2 days worth of food.
It's 3 days for the
Because-
food that's free, but we can also purchase food here.
well, you're really
to
good
make
at
it.
sneaking, aren't you, Chloe?
I am.
Look, Mima, I say I like to eat meat. Unfortunately, I don't have the perk that gives you any benefits from eating human flesh.
Well, you still get healed, you just don't get healed extra.
It
Oh,
also
Alright.
counts as nutrients.
It's because I'm so the way that we worked it out is that if I cook it, it becomes a thing. It's not just like you're eating raw ass turkey.
Mm-hmm.
a specific cut of human.
Yeah, she's gotta do Dungeon of the Menchie every time she like kills a motherfucker.
I've started watching that anime, by the way. Anyway,
It's a good anime.
What's an anime?
we could
I
have
didn't have the A encyclopedia.
we could have Chloe like go in and do a little bit of recon, and then if anything, like if there's any live computer systems or anything, I could see if if there's anything in there that's worth exploring.
For now, I think we should all just rest. I'll buy everyone's food for the journey, and then we can discuss it in the morning.
Do the rest of you guys not have food already?
No, like as a background for origin characters, I don't start with food.
Wow, that sucks.
I started with food. I got an iguana on a stick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
purified
don't
water.
start with food.
I have 3 potted meats. And an iguana on a stick.
Well, now you also have 2 rations of brain jelly.
I do. I have 2 rations of brain jelly and a purified water.
A normal person would be like, "Ooh, I could sell this brain in a jar." Nope, I'm
Not
gonna
me.
eat it. Galaxy brain. But I have to give you a lot of food because I want to keep seeing that behavior.
Listen, I told you I took the brain because I wanted to cook it.
Bill, we gotta cook. All right.
I don't cook meth anymore, okay?
So y'all
You cook
take a
that?
rest for the night then?
Yeah, I'm still doing food shopping, so
Oh,
like, what's the simple way to do that?
Mother Tappet is there. If you look at your food, let me see. So, whatever is the food you want, tell me and I'll sell it to you for a marked up price.
Food's
No.
expensive.
Food is expensive. You're in a place that doesn't have food. No, it has food, but not like it's a mechanic shop. You know what?
Where
What do you,
is the food marketplace on this thing?
Dog meat. I mean, dog meat's okay. It's a little stringy most of the time, and you don't know what they've been eating.
hold on. Let me share with you the thing. I have. Wait a minute. Share. Anyone with a link. Did you just burp at me? You
Yeah.
Fucking plebeian. Look at players' resources. Here you go. You should be able to click that link. That should have, if I did it right, that should have all the items you can buy. Well, not mods. If you want to get that.
Oh
as
yeah, no more.
Also, y'all have uncommon or you have common items, so I don't know if y'all can mod anything with that. There's also crafting. That's a thing.
I don't think I have any materials to craft with.
Brain fungus. Ooh.
You know this by experience. It's not what it says to be.
No,
It's
it's
just fungus that looks like a brain.
it's.
Oh, I know, but I can add it
Come
to
on.
like a stew.
Oh,
Your brain stew.
Yeah. I mean, I eat other parts of the body too. If you have
I was
enough
gonna
time,
say,
you can get the long bones and you put them in a pot. You make a really good bone broth. You can live on that for a long time.
Has Mima ever made clothes out of somebody?
No, she just eats them.
that
Hmm.
the making clothes thing makes.
She
seems like
knits.
serial
She
killer.
doesn't have. Yeah, she
Hmm.
doesn't have. She doesn't have time to. She never learned how to tan leather, but she knits.
Has she
Right.
made a long pork chicharrones?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
She has
God.
big anti vibes. She's definitely made chicharrones out of some people.
The crunch.
I did have to boil them in like used automotive oil, but it came out okay. I love the fact that you all are willingly eating things that this like crusty ass old ghoul is cooking for you.
Yeah, it does taste kind of funky, and even for wasteland shit.
Hey, food is food.
Food
My
is
character
food.
did not start with food.
You have to buy food.
I got four successes on that food. That food came out great eventually.
I
Had to
think-
trust the process.
We have to do a lot of failure to do a lot of success.
Yeah.
The fucking bear is happening in the fucking fall over.
Yeah, I had to fire it again.
This is the second time Jen has had a cannibalistic character. and then
Okay.
shooting party.
I
Yeah.
got 3. I want to see. Grilled rad roach, canned dog food, or carrot.
Okay, hold on. Wait, are you asking me, or is this your shopping list?
I'm asking, like, do they have everything that's kind of listed, or could I ask about these and see if they have it?
You can ask. What was it
Yeah,
you
I'm-
asked? Grilled red roach?
Grilled red roach, dog food, and carrot.
Dog food. Yeah, they got it. They got it. Let me pull up. Let me do the math on there.
Okay.
Oh wait, why didn't I just pull up Excel spreadsheet? Why do I try to do the calculator? I shouldn't try to do the calculator. Hold on. Let me pull up Excel. Your girl is part of a cult and it's called accounting.
I lean out the door and shout at her, get some corn if you can. Corn lasts forever.
Carrot
No,
is 3, and you're getting canned dog food.
and dog food, carrot, corn, or grilled red roach.
Puppy girls be like, or and.
Let's go with both. Like, if they have it, I'll take it. If they don't,
Yeah,
I won't.
they have all 3 of your items. Or did you want to buy all 3 of your items?
Yes, including the corn.
Yes.
Okay.
That's 20 caps for all of it.
Is that like is that dried corn?
That is like a maize-like corn.
Yeah.
It's like a bag of corn.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, it would be maize because they would. You're not getting fresh.
I have
No,
35.
that's what I wanted. It keeps for a long time.
Okay.
Costs. Oh jeez.
And then you can cook it if you get like a liver. It doesn't really matter whose liver. Sometimes if you get a mutant, they've got more than one. You get like a liver and you cook it down and you let it cook in its own juices.
Have you eaten? Hey, have you eaten a super mutant?
Baked
Well-
bloat fly. Ugh.
Yeah, once.
Oh. Aren't they like green?
Only
Yeah.
on the outside.
You say this, Buffalo Bill, to a woman who looks like a rotting corpse.
Have you ate other ghouls?
Well, for a long time, other ghouls were the only other people on the surface, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, fair
That's
enough.
awkward. Can I get
Wait.
3 cans of dog food?
Is this like Fancy Feast or is he eating Alpo?
Oh my god. Hold on.
It has to be Alpo. It's definitely not Fancy Feast.
Times 1.25. Yeah, this is like canned kibble. 22.5.
I don't think
Or
it's
no,
any
sorry.
I don't think it's any secret. I think you all can clearly tell just by looking at Trevi that he has a preference for like canned stuff.
23 bottle
Quality
caps.
be damned.
I swear to God, if you have enough for 23 bottle caps, or what did you start with?
Huh?
I'm out
Can
here
you
with
have 23
broke-ass
bottles now?
bitches.
Oh yeah, I got plenty.
Broke-ass bitches.
I'm with broke ass bitches. I love that, Judd.
So you said they're
FYI,
charging me 23 caps?
yeah, for all of it.
Okay.
There's a markup. I have markup rates per location.
Wow. Cool.
On certain items or on all items?
All items. Well, it's only food and waters, beverages.
Meanwhile, Mima's got a bra full of 64 bottle caps.
Clanging,
You guys are
clanging.
rich. You guys are fucking rich.
Yeah,
I start with 20.
I don't. I only get 15.
That's because you use all yours on drugs.
Yeah, probably.
Drugs are very
Fair enough.
expensive. Go look up at drugs. They're
Oh
very...
no, I know drugs are expensive. Fucking, I'm looking at you, Jet.
That's why when you told me, can I just get a jet? I was like, you just want a jet for free? Go fuck yourself. No, wait, you told me something stupider. You told me something, can I just roll a random dice to get any kind of drug I want? And I was like, go fuck yourself.
It doesn't tell me if it's irradiated or not, so I guess.
Yeah,
think
it
we
is.
have-
It
Oh,
is.
there's an irradiated thing on there. If it has the damage dice, that's how much it's irradiated by.
Oh.
By 1 die. So you only have like
Oh.
2/6 chance to not take damage.
Okay.
Irradiated? Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Your dog
Which is why I
food's
got the grilled rat
radiated.
roach, because that does not come radiated.
Yeah, I like to think that like canned dog food and things like that is like the new world's equivalent of like Doritos and shit.
It's a fancy feast, but not that fancy.
Man.
If you eat Mima's potted meat, you have to roll 2 dice to see if it's irradiated.
Oh.
Oh.
What are you drinking? Is that scotch?
It's whiskey. Texas Ranger whiskey.
Oh. Whiskey.
Texas Ranger. All right. Anyways, do you all do anything else? Do you all do any other fuckery? Buying anything else? Get some, I don't know, whatever the fuck.
Do I need to buy water? Is that like a thing?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
a thing.
You do need to drink water.
I guess. Does Trevi look like he drinks water? He only drinks Mountain Dew.
There is Nuka Cola.
He only drinks Coca-Cola.
Is there? Is this game? This game's boring. It doesn't have sunset sarsaparillas.
Sunset
I
sarsaparilla.
swear to God, I saw a Sunset Sarsaparilla like logo in
In the book. You
Are
know,
they? Are there any sugar bombs here for sale?
sugar bombs?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, there is. You want them?
Oh, they're expensive though. Damn it.
Yeah, I think that's with markup prices. That's gonna be 14 caps.
He thinks about it really hard, and then he goes,
Hey,
"I need
Okay.
something to drink."
Mr. Wright can also give me a few drinks.
Trey, a young woman is asking you for drinks. What do you do?
Roll the panic.
That actual hand motion is what I imagine how he responds. Trey, a woman has talked to you. Roll to keep it together.
How much are they charging for water, and what quality of water are we talking about?
All right, so there's dirty water. That's 5. No, wait. That's 5 caps normal rate. What is it? What is it? Field rate. It's like
Just 1 or 2 bottles will be perfect, darling.
it's like 6. It's like 6 for dirty water.
Make a
and
speech
what's-
check on me.
Speech check?
That is true. You do have to do a speech check if you're trying to flirt. Also, you don't have the Black Widow perk. You should pick that up.
Oh, I
anyways,
do.
Oh!
you have that?
I haven't.
Oh, you apply those skills to it. Purified water is 25 caps.
Oh!
The issue being is that I don't have speech. You should add it.
I
What?
do.
So there's only dirty
Meatball's
water
real good
and
at
purified
flirting.
water. There's no like
Oh,
You
baby.
can see I'm
girl.
parched. I am parched. My throat like does a little voice cracks. The voice cracks.
That
I'm
girl
watching
do be-
this and I'm like, ugh.
how much do they charge for the dirty water?
6 caps. I
caps.
told you.
6 caps. Okay. Let me see how much I have.
Mima's gonna go find a gutter.
I'm puking after what Chloe just did.
No, I'm looking for gutter water.
Oh.
Just gonna drink that.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's a little hard because it is the Texas Desert.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
get,
I figured they probably have to have some sort of wastewater runoff someplace.
You see the back of the kitchen. There is
the
some
wastewater.
water that was used for like dishes.
Oh.
Oh, it's soapy.
It's a little soupy if you're.
That's
strong
so
enough.
fucking gross. Can I just buy the 2 things of dirty water?
Tell me 12 caps, please.
Mima shrugs. And she puts like a she puts like a sock over her canteen and just scoops up some water.
Here's what I would like to do.
You
I'd like
fill up your lucky canteen.
I'd like to go to the kitchen
if anybody else drinks out of that canteen, it's extra irradiated. It's whatever the radiation is, it's double. I just want to put it out there. You get the canteen, you can drink out of it. Anybody else drinks just random water on the ground, fuck you, you're getting double irradiated.
So gross.
Does that count if you're also Aqua Girl or Hucka Boy?
Is that double the rate?
Oh yeah, Aqua Boy gives you resistance to water radiation, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're good. If Aqua Boy and Aqua Girl apply to this, so you shouldn't deal with it too much.
I don't have it, but I was just making sure.
For later, for future dose. Well, also, you're gonna be stealing. It's a canteen, all right? You can't share all the water all around.
Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, where the fire was, like with the cauldron and the jello and all that.
Oh, smart.
I'd like to boil the dirty water.
I'm gonna tell you right now that's not gonna purify your water.
But
It
just doesn't do anything.
It just boils the water for no reason.
You can't boil out irradiation.
Well, it's not radiation. I guess like I was just
Maybe
making
not.
sure that I'm not getting a disease.
Actually, that is valid. There are diseases in this game, and it's 100% valid. Actually, you'd have to also do a disease check on the random water.
Because I was like, in the shop, I was like, well, there's gonna be dirty water, there's gonna be boiled water, and purified water, and there was no boiled water. Is dirty or pure? And I'm like, well.
Well, dirty isn't necessarily dishwater. Dirty is just all water inherently. In the
I just like to think that like dirty water is brown, and I'm just like, well, I better cook this at least before I drink it.
Yeah, we can. I should put another tier, like worse brown water. You know, like
Worse water.
The current system does not define the difference between toilet water and water just naturally sourced without treatment.
I put it in my inventory as wastewater runoff.
Ugh.
You do need 3 dirty water to turn into 1 purified water.
I don't care. The game mechanics aren't real. I yelled at Ethan about this, and I'm gonna yell at you again. Boiling water does not fucking unirradiate water.
I'm just putting boiled water in my inventory. 2 of them.
Yeah, you're not gonna, you're probably not gonna get a disease from it.
Unfortunately for Chloe, you failed your speech check, and also this shit's expensive, so fuck you.
Nice. Go.
My wastewater do two irradiations.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
To others, not you.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
if it's irradiated, I get healed.
I know, that's what I'm saying, not you, though. I'm trying to stop these other people from drinking your dirty water. I'm not
Maybe if
trying to
you
heal you.
They're concerned about their food and water and stuff, and I'm like, y'all just don't eat what you find on the road.
We don't want to walk in the sun all day. We don't want to eat your brain jelly. We don't want to drink your dirty water.
Actually, you all wanted to eat my brain jelly.
We had to eat your brain jelly.
You didn't have to.
I literally have had this iguana on a stick the entire time. She offered brain jelly. I'm gonna take brain jelly.
Why do I feel like
Iguana stick looks petrified if I eat.
It's not mummified.
Like, oh, it's kind of like Spanish cured meat. It looks like awful on the outside, but you start chewing it, it's meat on the inside.
oh jeez.
It's like when you are cleaning up around a window and you find a desiccated frog corpse.
Yes. The stupid legs stiffened out.
Yeah. I eat those like popcorn.
I believe that.
Thank you. Thank you. I was gonna say, whenever y'all finish the shopping, the game's over for the day. But y'all haven't stopped shopping. And I don't think I want to stop you.
After she gets her wastewater runoff, fills up her canteen, she goes and finds a bed. She picks a lower bunk, because she's big. And if there aren't any lower bunks, she just stares at someone until they leave their lower bunk.
Oh.
See Don smoking it up in his fucking bunk.
And she just falls asleep. Limbs splayed out on her stomach like a weirdo.
All right. You other fucks, what do you do?
And it's only partially because I really don't want to keep making that voice.
You're good. You're good. You're valid. I really thought I was gonna have to do a combat. We're good. We didn't have to do a combat.
I'm gonna
Trevi. No, go
find
ahead.
an open top bunk and just sleep there. Preferably the isolated one.
It's a bunk in a crowded room. There is no such thing.
And you don't know that unless you're an introvert.
Doesn't matter. First open bed I see, I'm getting in.
Yeah. Trevi does not have discretion. He just strips completely naked and gets in bed and passes the fuck out and snores louder than everybody else in the room.
You
I don't know if
see,
he snores louder than Meemaw. Meemaw doesn't have a
you see some people take off their clothes and wrap it around their fucking head and like do this. I hear you.
My camera.
Everybody else gets naked just so they don't have to see me naked.
There's a lot of dongs and tits running around the place now. You've upset the vibe.
Oh no, you.
And he seems so unbothered.
The vibe is naked but angry.
Can I?
Nobody wants to see Meemaw's tits.
Nobody wants to see my tits.
I mean, some very specific people want to see Meemaw's tits, but they are not in the room right now.
I'm glad we're in the remote parts of the wasteland, so there is no brothel. So the chances of seeing some cool titties are low, but not impossible.
Yeah, unless you come in while Meemaw's changing. She has on like one of those like strapped for war brassiers underneath, like conical boobs, like thick ass straps.
At this point,
The most grandma bra you've ever seen.
does Mima even have sweat glands at this point? Like,
Nope.
She already said she doesn't.
Oh.
That's why she can keep caps in her titties, is what she specifically said.
Yeah, specifically, I don't sweat anymore, so it just. But who's gonna reach in my brassiere to get my caps?
whew.
Probably another ghoul.
Well, yeah, but otherwise, it's protection against pickpocketers.
Is that why you're so against like the oil money? Is because it will? Well, never mind.
No, it's because she was a businesswoman and she doesn't like taking foreign currency.
A true businesswoman. Okay.
So true. I
She's
sure
like,
hope
I want
this-
universal currency, goddammit.
Sorry, your girlie liked Fallout New Vegas, and you know what you're gonna get? Multiple currencies. So have fun with that. Alright, well that's it for the night. That's it for the game. I hope y'all had a really wonderful time. This was a lot more RP than I actually expected, which is great because guess what? Next session is all gonna have a combat, and y'all are going to the bunker. You're gonna have a fun combat. I mean, you're gonna have a fun scouting mission.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
fun
Neema's
scouting.
gonna tell you all. I told you so. She's like, this shit is not worth 2 rations.
I'm not a very sneaky person. I'm not a very clever story writer. In fact, I like to. You can see the story coming at you a mile away, and Jen knows story writing, so she probably knows my story. It's gonna happen. You're fucked. But I'm still gonna make you do it because now it's just dramatic irony.
Oh, this is all for your entertainment.
Nobody listens to the old lady.
This is the most entertaining thing ever. I actually just enjoyed watching y'all just RP for what we just straight up just RP'd for a hot minute, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So-
I'm so excited to do more post-apocalyptic cooking.
Yeah, like, I'm enjoying this more than I thought too. I'm liking it.
Okay, thoughts, questions, concerns, comments. You know, I did a journal recently, and something I found out is I like recognition. So please tell me, what am I doing? How is it going?
Honestly, you're prepared.
You're doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
I like your characters. They give me compelling stories to go through.
Wait till we get to the uncomfy stuff.
And you're able to turn the party against itself on a fucking dime.
Honestly, I was so confused when I just saw everybody just split up, and I'm just like, damn, these different personalities that I'm throwing at you are going to be fun. But yeah, no secret. All these people represent a particular faction. So
Yeah. Mima has no interest in Buckethead. Y'all are like, let's go do this, and she's like,
damn.
I think it's partly because we're all like are getting more, so our gamer instincts are taking hold. We're just curious. Oh, bunker. What's good shit's in here?
Wow.
Mima's like, I don't need that fucking food. Why do I want to go risk my life in a fucking bunker for some food?
Power armor.
Me going for me baiting the gamers, but also the real life person being like, I'm not going to a fucking murder hole for food.
Well,
That was Mima's whole thing. She's like, I'm going in that murder hole for fucking food.
We have food out here. The food out here.
Trevi
The
got
food out here.
Trevi got sold on Buckethead because we don't have to deal with somebody hanging around, and also, he hates people, and also the bunker. It's underground shelter.
He's gonna hide in the bunker.
He just wants computer parts.
Well, I was like, I was like, vaults have computers. It's underground and cool. It's not hot down there. It's quiet. There's nobody else in there apparently. Supposedly.
Don't know that.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Like he asked Mima. He's like, so what's the risk of the vault? And it's like, well, maybe there's nothing down there, and maybe this will be a boring mission. And we're just, it says pop in. There's nothing there. We get our rations again. And it's like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I made this mission to be on the box easy.
Right.
On the
Which is why Mima's like, I'm 300 years old. This is some bullshit.
I just realized I just copied a mission for Fallout New Vegas. Actually, it's pretty funny.
And before I have to make a new character because we get to the vault and Trevi's just like,
Stay.
this is my home.
Oh, I can kill you by story. Cool.
There's nobody here. I've got everything I need down here.
My cat just went through the maddest Sumis of their fucking life. Quentin, send me your fucking background. I'm tired of you just making it up right in front of me. You're gonna give it to me, and I'm gonna put you somewhere because I want to find a place where I can put you because that's.
Oh no, you're just trying to give me trauma.
I'm trying to give you trauma. Jen, do you have trauma? Or not
No.
Jen. Does Mima have trauma?
No.
Buffalo Bill.
I don't know. I heard about your motel story and your ambitions. That sounds like trauma to me.
Hey, Buff Out Bill, do you have trauma?
Of course, Buff Out Bill has trauma.
Hey, Princess, do you have trauma?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yes, he does.
Well, I didn't
Mima
give that to
doesn't
you.
have trauma. Mima has revenge.
Mima's gonna inflict trauma. So only half of the party has trauma.
So
What's
far.
your trauma? You went outside?
It really is.
Alright.
He left his
Alright.
hovel, and he's never gonna
Good night.
recover.
Yeah.
Good night. I love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
See y'all tomorrow.